How large of an object can you put in a bag of holding? Welcome to my channel. I focus on tabletop role-playing games, video games, and science fiction. I watched a video today about somebody talking about putting a mirror of opposition inside a bag of holding, and they said it wouldn't fit because a bag of holding has a mouth which is 2 feet in diameter, and the mirror is 3 feet wide by 4 foot long. Well, that's wrong. It will fit. Okay, let me give you an example. Go and get a garbage bag, just or a laundry bag, or even a paper sack. Now, if you hold it out so that you've got a diameter of 2 feet, because the mouth of the bag of holding is set to have a diameter of 2 feet, which means 2 feet across if it's a roughly round. Now, if we do a little teeny bit of math, hopefully none of this won't freak anybody out with math anxiety, the relationship between the diameter and the circumference, the distance around, that's what pi. Pi is the ratio of the diameter to the distance. I mean to the circumference. Sorry. So the equation is pi times the diameter equals the circumference, or the other one, the diameter is twice the radius. So it's 2 pi r, 2 pi times the radius equals the circumference. So, but if you have a laundry bag that is 2 feet in diameter, I can flatten the laundry bag down, stretch it out to an ellipse, and how wide, if it goes all the way down, so it's flat, how wide is the flattened laundry bag or bag of holding, because it's a bag? Well, it says that it's got a diameter of 2 feet, so it's going to work out, because if you flatten it out, the circumference, it's now 2 lines, and there you divide it by 2, because it's going to go all the way this way and then all the way back. It works out to be pi feet, or about 3.14 feet, or about, let's just be average, it's about 3 feet 1 inch wide if you flatten it all the way down. So obviously the mirror of opposition, which is 3 feet wide, is less than 3 feet 1 inch wide. Now, it all depends upon how thick you say the mirror is. But if you say the mirror is about 1 inch thick, I can shrink down the dimensions of this. Now, it's a tight fit, but it will fit in the bag of holding based on width. Now, the depth of the bag of holding is 4 feet, and the length of the mirror is 4 feet, so it will fit. A mirror of opposition will fit inside a bag of holding, just barely. But there's not much space other than that, but it would barely fit. So you could fit a mirror of life trapping in a bag of holding, a mirror of opposition or a mirror of life trapping if they're the same size. So if they're 3 feet wide by 4 feet high, they will fit into there. By the way, this is a variant of the questions that often supposedly Google asks interviewees, which is, why is a manhole cover round? It's Google and Amazon and Microsoft ask these kind of questions. And the reason that a manhole cover is round, it's the only shape that won't fall in. If there's any other shape, you can always twist it in some fashion so that it could fall in. But you can't with a circle. So this gives you just the statement, oh, it won't fit because it's got a 2 foot wide opening. Now, if you say, oh, that's the most it will stretch, you could argue that, but from the math of it, to me, the mirror of life trapping, when I did the calculations, that you can say that it will fit. There's not a problem. It will be a tight fit, but it will fit. You may not be able to put much else in the bag, but you should be bag of holding, but you should be able to put a mirror of opposition inside the bag of holding. Now that has some interesting features, but I was just upset with the concept that, oh, it won't fit because it's only got 2 foot wide mouth. Now, if you're saying that, oh, it can only fit something at most 2 feet wide, that isn't the way people actually use that. I know that when I go out and, bag up my laundry or whatever, and you're stuffing things in your laundry bag, you can fit things in there, and it will bulge out. Now, that's probably true with the bag of holding. You could keep stuffing clothes into there, but that actually is pretty accurate to the size of most large laundry bags. Your bag of holding 4 foot long, maybe a little bit long, but I think the comparison to like a kitchen garbage bag, because they are so wide, and then you open them up and they will fit around your garbage can, and you can, because if you get a circular garbage can, or if you got the square or some other shapes that you have for garbage cans, they aren't as wide as when the bag is folded flat. So you have to think about the geometry of things. Now, hopefully I didn't scare anybody away with the geometry, and I didn't do any equations. I thought about that and looking up how you calculate the equations, and I could prove that mathematically. But I thought that most people would just just the picture in your mind, or just go get a garbage bag or a laundry bag, and you can see how, yeah, it's wider than the average diameter, because its mouth is not always fully round. You would flatten it down, and you could fit something wider in it. It's the classic one I have is that you have the pizza box fit. Well, the pizza box fit in the garbage bag. Well, the pizza box is bigger, and you go, okay, if the garbage bag is fully round, normal, no, the pizza box won't fit in there. It won't. It's not big enough. But if the garbage bag is like out of the can or whatever, I can slide a pizza box in there. Not a problem. So that's just to prove to you, just do that. Just to take a look get a pizza box and see how easily you can fit that into a tall kitchen garbage bag. It will fit. Not a problem. But it's wider than your average mouth. So, yes, according to what I see, you can put a mirror of opposition inside a bag of holding without any problems. So tell me what you think about this. I mean, sure, you could come up with some house rules that you can't do things like that. Okay, that's fine. But, or you could argue the bag of holding is too stiff or brittle to do that. But then you have a problem that folding it up, you want to be able to make it act more like a normal bag. But I'd like to hear your comments. What do you think about my explanation? Did you want to see more mathematics, more geometry showing this? Have you done anything like this in your campaign? I think that's a very, very highly inventive party that did that. So thank you for watching my video. I look forward to learning what you think about this video. Let me know in the comments below. If you like the video, press the thumbs up button. You can subscribe by clicking the link in the lower left. If you are interested, there are links to more content.